It's been a little while since I last made a YouTube video. I've been changing jobs, life's been happening, and I broke my collarbone, something which I don't recommend doing, strangely enough. Something interesting about broken collarbones, nothing to do with guitar, but did you know they don't actually do much for broken collarbones? The bone was like this, it's now broken like this. Well, it was one part, now it's snapped into two parts and it's like this, and they don't pull it back and reset it if it's not really messed up. They simply leave it to fuse itself back together. So now my collarbone is like this, and I have this splintered end sat up here, sticking out under my skin. Quite interesting. But you don't lose any range of motion, and I don't believe you lose any power in it or strength, which explains why they don't really do anything about it. But anyway, back to guitar. It's great to be making videos again. After the next 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to know why there are two different versions of a G major chord on guitar near the first fret. We have this version and we have this version. Ignore my right hand there. As a beginner, or even if you don't consider yourself to be a beginner, this might have been bugging you for a while, because there's often only one common way to play most basic chords, such as an A minor chord or a D chord and so on. But you can play a basic G major chord on guitar like this or like this. And the question is, why are there two versions of the G chord available to us in this position? The answer is simply that the notes of a G chord are G, B, and D. And if you look at any G chord you can play on the guitar, and the most common ones, those are all just G chords. All of them only contain the notes G, B, or D. If you looked at this chord up here, and you spent the time to work out what notes I'm holding down, everything is just a G, a B, and a D. Even though we're holding down more than 3 strings or playing more than 3 notes, we're just repeating some of the G's, B's, and D's. Back at the first fret in this version, I have an open B string. And in this version, I'm holding down the 3rd fret of the B string. And that's the reason. This note is the note D. We have B, C, C sharp or D flat, D. So we're just switching for one B into being one D. So in any song, in any style, it doesn't matter which of these G's you play, unless you're really trying to copy a specific recording and you really want to play the exact same version of the G chord, which is then up to you if that's important. Personally, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. As to which fingers you use to play the chord, whether you use these ones or these ones, that also doesn't really matter. But leave me a comment if enough people want to know. I will happily go into the nuances and really deep dive into that. It does affect some things, of course. If you feel brave, then go and watch my 90-minute lesson on how music really works, which will teach you more than I would say most musicians know about music, if you complete the video. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'll do my best to get back to them. Above all, have a fantastic day. Make some music. I'm Pete Cook, Sound Tuition.